Okay, this is going to be a quick video just to show you a few research and information gathering tools. So the first tool we're going to use here is Google's Deep Research, which is new and currently behind a paywall. So I believe it's about $25 a month for the Plus plan, which gives you access to the Deep Research tool. So similar dashboard to ChatGPT. You're going to go to this drop-down menu. These three are not available unless you have the Plus plan. So we want to use 1.5 Pro with Deep Research. Or just to give you an example here, we'll say research cattle and poultry production in Alberta. So it's going to come up with a plan for this report for us, which we can review, edit before we go ahead and submit the report for completion. So we can see here, find stats on cattle and production, cattle and poultry production in Alberta, information about cattle and poultry producers in Alberta, methods and technologies. Great. These reports can take upwards of 15 minutes to generate. So we can kind of watch that process here, but for the sake of time, I've already generated this report. So we can see here a nice 5-page rundown on cattle and poultry in Alberta and providing some nice stats, of course, citations as well. So we can see where Google was pulling this information from as well. So this, I think, is useful enough on its own, just really for creating reports on any topic where we're interested in. But we're going to combine that now with another AI tool from Google called Notebook LM. This one's actually completely free. And so you're going to go to notebooklm.google. When you hit try Notebook LM, it's going to bring you to a dashboard here. And we're going to create a new dashboard. As you can see, I've already created one here again, just to speed things along, but just to show you the process here. We create a new notebook. We have a few different options of different data sources. So we want to upload our report, and we'll just do that by copy pasting it. But you can actually also include Google Documents, Google Slides. You can drop a website link and it will scrape that website and provide that information to the notebook. You can use a YouTube video link and it will actually transcribe that as well. So in this case, we're just going to go back to our report. We're going to select all. We are going to copy it. We're going to now paste that as a data source for our notebook. And within this screen here, now we can actually interact with our notes, with our data sources. So we can ask questions about our data. We can have it create an FAQ or a timeline, study guide, whatever you like. The real power of Notebook LM, however, is being able to upload multiple data sources. So let's say we have some field visit notes from some of our cattle farm clients that we visited. In this case, I just had ChatGPT create a set of notes. And even if you're using physical notes in the field, you can actually use ChatGPT to transcribe those notes. You can just upload that a photo of your notebook. ChatGPT will transcribe it for you, even if you have very messy writing like I do. And yeah, just for the sake of this example, I had some, demo sample notes generated here, which we are now going to add as a second set of data. So now we have a report on the cattle industry as well. We have some personal notes that we took in the field visiting some of our cattle customers. And we can say, okay, what similarities are found between my notes and the report? It's a very basic question, but just to kind of show the power of this tool in being able to interact with multiple data sets. And you can actually do up to 50 sets of data in a report for free. With the paid plan, you get 200 as a maximum. So First set of similarities here, labor shortages. So both the farm notes and the report identify labor shortages as a significant challenge. And we can verify that, review. I know there's a few references to labor costs here. See if I can find that. I guess I could just search for labor. Here we go. Market volatility, labor shortages. There we go. And in our notes, we mentioned that there are going to be labor shortages affecting the industry. A nice kind of side tools benefit here to Notebook LM is this audio overview tool, which essentially creates a podcast summary of your entire notebook. This one takes a few minutes as well. So again, I went and had this generated ahead. So I'll give that a play so you can listen and get an idea of kind of what this sounds like.
Okay, so like imagine you're biting into a big, juicy Alberta beef burger. You ever wonder what really goes into the price of that patty? Like beyond just the cost of the meat?
That's a good question. A lot goes into it.
Yeah, so we're going to do a deep dive today into the economics of cattle production, specifically in southern Alberta.
Sounds good.
We've got academic reports, notes from like a real farm we visited.
Oh, wow.
And even like insights into the Alberta Beef Producers Organization.
That's great. We got a good mix of information here.
Yeah, so by the end of this, you'll not only understand the major cost factors, but you'll also get insights into the challenges and opportunities that cattle producers in Alberta are facing.
And how those things could impact consumers.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great point. A lot of people don't think about those connections.
So let's start by like really breaking down the costs of actually raising cattle.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So one of the most surprising things I found in this University of Tennessee article was that owning the cattle themselves is the biggest expense for producers.
Yeah.
More so than seed.
That's right.
So you get the idea. A really nice way if you're driving a lot to kind of review, new information. So one more tool I'll add to the mix here is called Perplexity AI, and this is also free to use. And similar to deep research, it's actually kind of a web searching tool and can go out and pull information for us and summarize it for us. So we'll say, what are the main cogs for cattle production? We'll even say in Alberta. Okay, so we can now use this information in our report as well. So I would just, again, copy paste this research, bring that back over into our notebook, add a source. We're going to copy that text, and that's going to integrate that into our notebook. And what we can do as well, because citations are provided just like with deep research, we can go to these websites. We can use these websites as a source as well. So again, going back to our Notebook LM, instead of copy pasting text this time, we're going to drop a link. In this case, an article on COGS for cattle production. So now that's part of our report as well. And if we were to generate a new audio summary, that audio summary is now going to incorporate this data set as well. So hopefully that's helpful to give you an idea of some of these mostly free tools that can help with information gathering and some really nice report generation for us.